Eric Lanask with TMC. We're here at the Jacob Javits Convention Center at Cloud Expo. JF, thanks for joining me. Tell me a little bit about this Transatlantic Data Center Alliance that you've got.
Well, the unique thing about that is that as well as CoreSite, who has 14 data centers in the US, and Interxion with 29 data centers in Europe, customers are able to get one contract and one MSA for the service as well in the US as in Europe. So whether it's a European company expanding into the US, a US company growing into Europe, that's a whole lot easier.
So how much business does that really drive? How many of those kinds of companies are there?
Oh, you can't imagine that. I mean, Europe, of course, is a very big growth area for US companies, and basically it's also the other way around. We see now that gaming is very big in Europe, moving with a lot of creativity into the US, and obviously cloud is very big here in the US, and a lot of infrastructure providers have already landed within our footprint in Europe.
So what kind of data center requirements are there for some of these companies that are looking for transatlantic data center connectivity?
Well, first of all, it's about data centers and the highly connected data center specifically, because you need to reach a certain audience. Now, for an American company choosing Interxion, that means that because of our footprint in 11 countries, they can reach over more than 90% of all the broadband users in Western Europe.
What about compliance and regulatory requirements between countries and continents?
That is a big thing. European regulations state that you can't store privacy-sensitive data outside your country. So that means that European companies that want to do business with American companies will only do that business if they are in that specific country. And in some countries it is a little bit of a culture, but that limits it from the fact that you need to be in that country. And because we have such a wide footprint and we run these ecosystems within our data center, we are very well equipped to support those US companies in touching base in Europe and touching base in the right markets.
So in a lot of senses, this kind of cross-border connectivity is going to help drive commerce.
Absolutely, it is the bare essence for that kind of business.
Other than compliance issues, what about security running between different countries?
Well, first of all, if you look at our data centers, highly secured facilities, we have 24/7 guards, fencing, cameras, fingerprint access. We do it all. So from that perspective, our data centers are state of the art.
And on the data side, the data security elements?
Well, as we are carrier neutral and a cloud neutral co-location services, that is up to our customers. We provide the square meters, the power, the cooling, and we run the ecosystem around that.
Are there partners that you work with to provide those sorts of capabilities?
Absolutely, we have a lot of customers of those, and that's exactly what we mean with the ecosystems that we have within our data centers. We have the security companies that provide that service within our data centers, and they drive a lot of business with other customers that need that kind of security services.
Any thoughts on expanding this alliance into a global relationship?
Of course there are. But we are a public company since January last year, and those kind of plans, well, I can't disclose too much of that.
Understood. JF, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
From the Javits Center Cloud Expo in New York, I'm Eric Lanask with TMC. Follow my chat with JF and all my other conversations from this show on my Twitter feed, @elanask.